Hello and welcome to this edition of Outside the Deckbox here on Pure MTGO. I'm Joshua Clater and today we are looking at a green-black rock deck in Standard. Green-black had a little bit of a showing at Pro Tour Theros. Willie Edel played it to a 7-3 finish. Some other players did pretty well with it. But it's kind of fallen out of favor as the different devotion decks have taken over, and this version is a little more different than the previous green black rocks. We've got some hexproof guys, we've got guys that are immune to a lot of mono black's removal. So I think it's more of a metagame deck than it is anything else. The companion article that these videos will be in will be on Pure MTGO here shortly. I just wanted to get the matches that I played in a recent daily event recorded before Moto blew up and I was unable to record them. So here's round one. I've lost the die roll. And we've kept a pretty good hand. I believe we've kept this hand at least. No, we did mulligan. This hand is pretty good. And our opponent goes Island, Cloudfin Raptor, which basically means we're playing against mono blue Devotion. We draw a Deathrite Shaman and lead off with them. I believe Deathrite Shaman doesn't get enough love in the current environment. I mean, there is stuff like Elvish Mystic and Sylvan Caryatid that are around, that are used for acceleration, but this deck doesn't really want to accelerate. We top out at 5 with Vraska and have a couple of 4-drops, but really, outside of the 4 and the 5 drops, the Deathrite Shaman serves the purpose of being a good early blocker against the aggro decks, and it has a very good ability to be able to drain an opponent in a long game. We go ahead and attack with the Shaman. Not really anything to fear about that. And we follow up our attack with a Lotleth Troll. And his 3-drop is a Nightveil Spectre, which evolves the Cloudfin Raptor. And I take 1 back. Draw another land. And I don't cast the Dreadmangler because at this point I'm willing to see if I can attack with the Lotleth Troll, pump the Lotleth Troll with the Dreadmangler, and then regenerate it to force the trade. And I go ahead and second main phase the Dreadmangler. I wasn't able to force the trade. I still got in for 2. I might as well make some use of my plant zombie, right? His Nightveil comes in. The Cloudfin's going to stay back for blocks. And it takes a Reaper of the Wilds, which is one of the marquee cards in this deck. I draw a Reaper. And I send in with my 2-1 and my 3-3. He decides to not block, and I go ahead and make my Reaper of the Wilds. Another Night Veil attack gives him a Swamp. He plays a Mutavault. I have a Mutavault of my own. And all of my gold cards are entering the red zone. No blocks are made. He goes to 3. I have no blocks for his Air Force, of course. He shows a Witch Stalker, which is very good against this matchup. I go ahead and make the Mutavault. And attack with my entire team. He has Cyclonic Rift, which is overloaded. It bounces everything but the Mutavault. No big deal. Takes him to 1. We recast the Deathrite Shaman, recast the Lawless Troll. Or not recast the Lawless Troll, but Abrupt Decay the Night Veil Spectre. And at this point we are showing lethal because we have the Deathrite Shaman in play, and there is a couple of sorceries and instants in the graveyard, and they concede. Let's go ahead and move on to game 2 of this match. We kept, he mulligans with 6, and I kept my opener. And I just lead with a Guild Gate. He has a Blind Tidebinder Mage. Which I thought was kind of an interesting play. Unless you're really looking to put pressure on, knowing that I'm playing a green deck, that you would want to hold on to the Mage. He makes a Raptor, makes an attack. I just take the 2. I play another Guild Gate because I want to get my Witch Stalkers out. Plays another Mage. This Mage, after combat, or during the end of his turn, or during the middle of the declare attack step, whatever, it dies. That's the point there. So I'm going to get my Lawless Troll back. And since I notice he's stuck at 2 mana, I've got the mana advantage. Instead of casting a Witch Stalker, I'm going to go ahead and slam down a Desecration Demon. Because Demon attacks for a lot. He's got a Thesa, which is okay. I have a Hero's Demise. He makes no sacrifices. I attack with both my guys. I pump with a Witch Stalker. And then I cast a Witch Stalker. There's a Wall of Frost, which could potentially be huge, but since I have the downfall, it's not really that big of a deal. Yeah, my demon got turned into a frog lizard, but he's still a 3/3. I've got 9 points of damage on the board. I get rid of his Wall of Frost, attack for 9, put him down to 1, and if he has Master of Waves, I've got Golgari Charm to end that guy. He didn't have a 4th land and went ahead and conceded, so we won this round against Mono Blue Devotion despite the mana issues fairly easily, and we'll move on to round 2 with the next recording. Again, this is Joshua Clater for Outside the Deckbox on PureMTGO.com. Thank you for watching. I will definitely have the sideboard guidelines that I used in this daily event in the article, so if you have any questions or comments, please feel free to let me know in the comment section. Thanks for watching again.